Welcome to my first vlog. So I was talking to my boyfriend the other day and he was like, why don't you share all the things that we have, conversations on, all the things that we seem to talk about either at dinner or out on walks with you. And he was like, I bet so many other women would really appreciate knowing what's going on. So I'm gonna test this vlog thing out. If you like it, great. If not, I mean, who knows? But I, don't always get so personal with the things that are going on in my life as I shift throughout the month. But if any of my cycle syncing throughout the month helps you, then it's all worth it, right? And to be like open and vulnerable and share what's going on, I feel like it just brings us closer together no matter where we are. So the point of this vlog is to just kind of go over, I'm hoping twice a week to be able to share just like impromptu what's been going on in my life with how I'm feeling and within my body. If I happen to choose the wrong foods, how does that impact me emotionally and physically? I have a lot of food sensitivity, so I have to be very mindful and careful of, what I put into my body. But with all of that knowledge, sometimes a girl likes to indulge, and then like you get to benefit of like, hey, what happens when you do that? Like what, is it hormonal? Is it digestive? What's really going on? So, if my story at all helps you, and then maybe along the way you can take some tricks and tips that I might share to see if they work for you. I'm all about testing with what works well within your life. I'm always telling my clients to be like, well, what feels good to you? Like, have you tried this? What kind of foods have you been eliminating or taking out or adding in? Or, hey, how does this feel at this type of the month? So this vlog is really just to kind of go over impromptu how I'm feeling to help you cycle sync your life so that you can just feel good about yourself and know that, this is part of life. We have highs, we have lows, we have all these ups and downs along the way, and just how we think about them, how we talk to ourselves can really improve and just make our day better. So hopefully that's what this vlog will do for you. So this morning I woke up and I had set an alarm that didn't go off, and sometimes that can just like really derail your morning, right? So I woke up and I kind of allowed myself permission to lie in bed for a little bit, which I don't typically do, and I was a bit kind of like mentally beating myself up because yesterday I had so much energy. I'm in my follicular phase, and so as you go throughout the week, your energy will start picking up. So I was just like kind of getting down on myself because I didn't necessarily have that pep that I would want in the morning. And I was like, okay, I know that really comes through for me during ovulation in the beginning of my luteal phase, and right now I can give myself permission to just slowly wake up in the morning. So I had to talk to myself, don't beat yourself up about not having energy right now. As you go throughout your morning, your energy is going to naturally pick up. So that, makes me not turn to coffee or caffeine and just being like, oh, well, I just need this to push through. And it's like, no, I'm going to get there. I just need this grace period. I need a little bit more time this morning, and that's okay. And so I allowed myself time. I took my dog out. Having some bright sunlight in the morning can really help wake you up. So I tried to walk her for a little bit, and any way to move your body. So I really like to move my body. And Lacey is joining us right now. This is my cat, Lacey. She likes to cuddle, so, real vlog experience right here. So I then beat myself. This has been like a mental beat up day for whatever reason. And so I end up doing this when I don't say yes to what it is I truly want and what priority I had then set for myself. So this morning it was to try and go to a workout class. And I was just like, I just really don't have the energy to go yet. Just the thought of getting into my car and driving, I just couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, why don't you do a little bit of work this morning and then you can do your workout. And so I got ready, and literally I'll wear my workout clothes to guarantee that I'll go and do it. Otherwise it doesn't always happen. And Lacey's just all cuddled up and so furry and nice. So what happened next was I got ready, and I was like, man, it's gonna be lunchtime, and I plan my day around food. If I have to at least know roughly when I'm going to be hungry, because I don't want to get hangry, because moodiness wise, you don't want to be around me when a girl's hungry. It's just no fun. So I was like, okay, we're just going to still, stay dressed in our workout clothes. And I was like, doing work, and I was like, cool, we're just gonna do the workout from home. So I did a workout DVD. I did my own little short hit workout, and then I made lunch, and I was like, man, I just feel so much better. And I clearly just wish I had done it earlier in the day, but then I had to stop myself and being like, you can't wish on that, because how you are right now is just how it's going to be, and girl, don't beat yourself up. And so I had to be like, okay, no, this is the time in which you needed to do it. It's okay that you shifted. Congratulations, Laura, for really calling on your feminine energy, because we all have masculine and feminine energy, and I tend to be too hard hitting in the masculine phase, which is why I always throughout the day give myself permission to just kind of step back and allow things to just kind of come together. And so I was like, cool. I was like, Laura, I was like, way to go to just listen to your body and give yourself what you needed today. And as much as we kind of beat ourselves up about it, we just you just keep going through those mental thoughts, right? But you have to stop yourself in those moments and being like, no, I was like, I don't want to think this way. I want to feel that it's okay that I gave myself time to wake up slowly this morning. Okay, so I didn't do my workout first thing. That doesn't then mean that I didn't do it. So it doesn't then mean I'm not taking care of myself. I just did it in a different way that I would normally have done, and that's okay. So I have a lot of talking tos to myself, going over what it is I need in any given moment. And sometimes it's a real struggle, because it's just how many times do we have to have these talking tos of what you need? But constantly checking in with myself, it helps me so much. It's honestly one of the only ways that I've been able to really ebb and flow throughout life, because no matter what phase you're in your monthly phase, it's just all part of life, of how you choose to approach each moment, and just be mindful in that. And just knowing your monthly cycle and knowing how your hormones are shifting are a tool to help you live your life. And so the less we can beat ourselves up, the happier we'll then be, and just giving ourselves that permission, which as women we don't typically do. So for the rest of the day, I was like, I at least food-wise, I was like, no food cravings, which was great. I definitely only get that maybe right before my period, if that comes up. But very minimal, not nearly compared to what it was when I was in my early 20s and a teenager, where you're just I have to have those potato chips, because those food cravings are a sign of, hey, girl, I need some different nutrients in my body. So, that felt really good, where I was able to sit and have a nutritious lunch. So I had a bison burger with some grilled onions, avocado, and a collard green wrap, which I can always try and snap pictures of. I just was like, this looks so good, so I just eat it before I think of taking a picture. And then I had a side of brown rice with a little bit of ghee, which is clarified butter, and some Himalayan sea salt and some pepper and a little garlic in there. So that was my lunch, which felt really good. And then for breakfast, I usually try to make a smoothie bowl. So this morning it had some banana in there, and I have bought this mocha flavored plant based protein powder that I really like. So I made kind of a mocha one, and I always like putting a little bit of banana in there, because it kind of makes it where it's creamier. And I like a smoothie bowl versus a smoothie. I just feel like that hand to mouth of being able to eat is more satisfying to me than if I'm just sipping on a smoothie. So if you follow me on Instagram or have liked my Facebook page, I usually am talking about smoothie bowls, because I typically have one each morning, and it's my spin on cereal, because I am intolerant to gluten and dairy. So it's kind of makes you feel that way, but then it tastes really good, and then it's really filling. So I don't know, there's just what works for me and makes me feel really good. And then for dinner tonight, I have to kind of figure out what to make. So I know we have stuff in the fridge, but I haven't actually fully thought of that yet. So we'll get there. Only baby steps and little increments as you go, because it's the only way you can stay on track throughout the day. And then after I'm done talking with you, I am going to force myself to get up and go for a walk. So you always try to go for a walk every single day, and I can tell when I just I need to get outside and just have to have that time. So have the time in the sun, have the time to myself, and even talking to you right now feels very therapeutic. So maybe this whole vlog thing will work, who knows. But if you like this idea, if you like this video, if you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll take you through how I cycle sync my life, and share what foods I'm eating, share kind of what's been going on in my day, and just kind of like how I need to like ebb and flow and shift and make things work, depending on my mood or how I'm in that moment. Because the goal is never perfection. It's just to really just try and be peaceful and mindful in the moment that we're in, and just how can I show up in whatever I'm doing as the best part of myself. So I hope this is helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.